G'day and welcome to the Josh Wade Show. My name's Josh Wade. We're doing an extension of this show where you guys get to ask me some questions, I will answer it, and we just talk some shit. I've got a private Facebook group thanks to our Patreons. If you donate a couple of bucks a month, help out the show, which we really do appreciate. You get to ask a few questions. We're doing life advice. We're doing all fucking bits and pieces, all fucking whatever the fuck you want, I'll fucking answer it. I get drunk sometimes, I'm with my friends, I'm really fucking intense sometimes with people, so I thought I'd channel that energy into you guys so I can talk a little bit more about it and possibly help you guys out. I'm not the be all and end all, I don't know a bunch of shit, but I am fired up and I want you cunts to fucking do something with your life because I'm not a genius and I seem to be doing something okay. I'm still extremely depressed, but I'm on the right trajectory. Connor, welcome to the show, mate.
G'day, mate.
All right, what do we got? Give us a question.
First question. What do you find is the best method to deal with stress and pressure to perform?
Like perform just in general?
Yeah, I guess maybe on stage or maybe just in general.
Yeah. And stress, how to deal with stress.
How to deal with stress and pressure.
Well, I mean, stress is two things. Stress is like when, you know, are you spending too much time doing jack shit that you're putting yourself under stress when you actually have stuff to do? Or are you doing way too much that you don't have enough to do? Like, there's two answers to that. If you can look at your life and generally go, fuck, I'm spending 3 hours a day playing video games and then I'm spending 2 hours at night watching shit on Netflix and then, oh no, I've got all this stuff on tomorrow and now I'm stressed out because I don't have enough time to do it. Stop watching Netflix, stop fucking playing video games and go and do the shit that you need to do. You won't get what you want in life if you're not going to fucking put the work in. If you want to be like a regular, ordinary person, which is nothing wrong with that, but if that's where you want to be, then fine, do that. Don't get stressed over it. Just enjoy it. That's your life. Be happy with it. But if you want to go out and do something else and put yourself under that sort of stress, then you've got to be able to have the work ethic to fucking go with it, right? Because it's only going to get more stressful as you go up. If the answer to that before was that you are doing too much and you're constantly working and you're constantly under stress, then you need to find a better work-life balance. You need to go and sit down. I mean, I'm a little bit of a fucking weird hippie. I mean, I smoked weed heavily for like 3 years, so my brain is slightly different to everyone else's, and I'm schizophrenic. But, you know, go and meditate. Go and look into yoga. Go and look into those stupid things, because I guarantee you, as fucking wacky and weird as it sounds to fucking Joe Blow on the side of the street, every single successful person I've met in my life that's had extreme success in one way or another is into that shit as well. They're into the weird, not weird, but weird to everyone else, like spiritual thinking, that when you put your mind to something and then you wake up every day and you work towards it, that you can manifest that. And not in the sense of just thinking about it every night and then it just magically happening. Like, you have to work towards it. But you need to get there faster, you need to treat your work-life balance to the best. You're not going to be able to do the best work if you're constantly under stress because you're doing too much work. Go and meditate. Go and find another hobby. The hardest thing for me was doing comedy, was that that was my hobby, and then all of a sudden it's my job, and I rely on that to fucking pay my bills. Like, if I don't succeed in that, then I'm fucked. So it's only been over the last 6 months I've gone, all right, I need to go and put my fingers in other bits and pieces. Obviously, we're doing the podcast, and now we're starting this show, but then I've got my fingers in a few other businesses that I'm trying to get set up. I need that because I need a separate outlet. So if you're doing your hobby, if you're doing what you love already and you're under stress by that, go out and find something new. Go and find something new, whether that's fucking playing squash or some shit like that, whatever. Find something you can take an hour out of your day to go and do. Go to the gym. I mean, I started going to the gym. I never thought I'd go to the gym. I lost 30 kilos by just fucking going to the gym. And it was the best thing ever for me. It just got my blood flowing. I'm tired as shit. I need to go to yoga and stretch. But other than that, like, that's my one thing. I know that's my one thing that I can do every day that, one, improves my mind. I'm not on antidepressants anymore. I'm not on any of this shit. I'm fucking excelling. I'm fired up. I'm ready to go. It clears my mind. It makes you look better. You know, you can look in the mirror and go, oh, fuck, I don't look like a piece of shit anymore. And the third thing is it's something for you. It's something for you. You're not putting it into helping someone else's career succeed or helping your own career succeed. Be selfish for a second. Just be selfish for a second. Only maybe for an hour, maybe 2 hours. Maybe you'll feel better. Look at what you're eating as well. Look at what you're eating. That's really, really important. I had to stop eating. I was eating so much shit. I might get a photo of how shit I used to look, but I was eating a lot of shit, drinking a lot of alcohol. And, you know, they always say it, you are what you eat. And if you're going to eat shit, you're going to feel shit. And as soon as I got on that trajectory of, you know, you don't have to be a militant, you know, vegan and you know, only eat organic, you know, just take a step back and go, you know, if I'm getting KFC for lunch every day because I work at the shopping centre, maybe I should bring my own lunch and spend an extra 5 minutes of my own time. If I'm going to spend 8 hours working in a fucking retail store, then I can spend we're on a budget. I can spend 5, 10, 15 minutes at home cooking myself a good meal, good lunch and you know, breakfast for the day, because that's for me. That's to better myself, all right? People overlook that. Why? You go out there making some other fucking cunt a bunch of money. Look after yourself. All right, what do you got?
Advice on transition in life. I'm currently living with my grandma in a small, crappy Brisbane apartment due to my parents' divorce, but I've been given the option to move to the Gold Coast to rent with my auntie. But I'm going to have to quit my job, possibly lose good mates, and rent is going to cost more.
Okay, that sounds
exactly
like me. I live with my auntie at the moment. When I say my auntie, I need to clarify, because whenever I say that to people, they go, oh, you live with like some 45-year-old single mother who hates her husband. No, my auntie is my mum's half-sister. She's 27, I'm 23, so it's more like a cousin. We get along really well. So your parents are divorced. Do you know how old this person is? Stalk their profile and just have a look. Fucking sus. You know those people that are like either like 13 or 45?
I'm going to say like 19, 20.
19, 20. All right, 19, 20.
His name's Aaron.
Okay, name's Aaron. G'day, Aaron. All right, Aaron. All right. Well, look, very, very similar story to me. I had to live with my grandparents when my parents divorced. They thought I was this crazy problem child. I never did drugs when I was younger. I questioned too much. So I got kicked out. They were going to send me to boarding school. My grandparents went, no, fuck that. We'll look after him. This is how shit my parents were. And sorry, Dad, fuck you. But my mum, sorry about this. But fuck you for this time, because my grandparents took me in as a 13, 14-year-old, and my parents couldn't even give them $50 a week to help pay for my food, electricity, whatever. And they'd just gone on the pension, they just retired. My parents couldn't even fucking do that for them, right? I couldn't pull $50 out of anywhere. You know, that $50 that I was making from working fucking 72 hours at City Beach was, you know, for me to live my own life. So I couldn't really put too much towards it. But I have a very similar story to it. Is there anything there about what he wants to do, or what is the
I think the main thing is how will he deal with the transition?
How will he deal with the transition?
Lose good friends and etc.
Well, I mean, if you're 19, 20, I'm going to be fucking straight up with you. You're probably not going to be friends with those cunts anyway. Really, like, you know, you've probably been in this group of friends your whole life, like we are with school. We have friends in school, but the friends in school are just better the devil you know than the better the devil you don't. They're people that you're forced to be with every day. Maybe you like them, but maybe you haven't had the opportunity to go out in the real world and go and meet people that actually have the same fucking interests as you. It took me until 22 years old to actually find a group of friends that I'm actually best friends with and that I can go, I get along with you 100% on everything. We have a great time. We talk about shit that I actually enjoy talking about, and it's not like they're the cool kids, so I probably should hang with them and then try and mold my way into it. Fuck that, because in general, just that experience in me finding those group of friends has allowed me in my own personal life to go, fuck what people think of me now. I don't need to wear that mask. I'm myself with my friends, so I'm comfortable in real life. That's probably what you need. So take the fucking risk. You're 20, you're 19, 20. I don't know. You know, Like I said, you could be 45 with great Botox and a good doctor. But, you know, go and take the risk. You've got an entire life. An entire life. What do you want to do? Not take the risk and sit in Brisbane with Nen and your same group of friends and then sit around when you're 45 or when you're 28 and you're sitting there going, can't get a job, can't get out of Nen's place, should have fucking tried going to the... You got nothing. If you hate it, fucking move back in with Nen. Like, it's a simple thing. Get some balls, go and do it, see what happens, go see the real world, go live in the Gold Coast for a little bit, save up some money, go overseas, go and travel. Waste all your money now. Get rid of it, because very soon you're going to have commitments like a fucking tax thing. See, I didn't even know because I didn't pay it in 4 years, but the cunts are fucking chasing me every day. I'm not kidding. But go and do that before you have those fucking commitments, I'm telling you. And if the ATO is watching this, suck a dick. But anyway, fuck them, really. Fucking potholes all in me road and fucking can't do jack shit. Anyway, Malcolm Turnbull doesn't pay any. He's the Prime Minister and the shit's sitting over in the Cayman Islands. Anyway, go and do something. Don't worry about the transition. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. You will be fine. You know you're fine. That's why you're asking the question. You're trying to get affirmation from some fuckwit on Facebook. You know what you already want to do, so go out and do it, Connor.
All right. I think this is the last question for this episode. I'd love to hear if you have any advice on managing anxiety or functioning when things are dark. So just getting things done when you're in a dark place.
Yeah, okay, I suppose, did we answer that on the last episode or this episode?
This is a different question, but we can cut.
Is it a similar one?
It's good question. Molly, do you know?
It's more like how do you remain passionate when you don't feel
Yeah.
like doing anything. So this is more like mental health.
Okay, so how do you feel?
How do you manage?
How do you do stuff?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, again, I suppose that comes back to looking at auditing your whole life as a whole. Gary loves that word. Auditing yourself and being able to look at what you can do, what you can change in your life, and why are you feeling depressed. Like, yeah, I mean, depression is something that people have hereditary, and, you know, I never asked for it. I just woke up one day and it was there, and, you know, something had been ticked off my brain, and that's how it happens. But there are things that you can, just because you're depressed doesn't mean you go, oh, well, fuck it, I can't do anything now. You can do everything that you can to minimize the depression. It's exactly like fucking professional wrestling. If you actually look at it, like the WWE, you look at these people, they're beating the shit out of each other, but the whole time it looks on the outside like this awful thing that's taking place, but they're doing everything that they can to minimize the effect that it actually has on their own bodies, right? So look again, what are you eating? What are you doing every day? Are you exercising? Are you doing yoga? Are you doing something for yourself? Or are you outputting to everyone else? You're coming home, you're stressed, you've got no energy, you're trying to help everyone out, and you're not spending fucking jack shit time trying to help yourself. I'm not talking about helping yourself in, I'm going to just sit down and relax and watch a movie, or what are you doing for yourself that will better yourself? Look around at other people. Look at the people that you think are really happy. What are they doing? What have they got that you want? Is it, you know, a certain body shape? Is it whatever it is, whatever you think can make you happier? One, probably won't once you get there. But by having a trajectory again, and having a goal and something to anchor yourself to go, well, look, this is what I want, so I've got to go up and keep getting it. Figure out what you want, whether that be good or bad. Try and make it good. And use that to anchor yourself, and then wake up in the morning. I know what it's like. I mean, I wake up in the morning, I roll around for fucking 20 minutes, 30 minutes going, do I want to get up today? Like, Jesus, I wish I could just stay in bed and do nothing at all. But, I mean, you're not dead yet, so you've got to fucking do something. You can't sit around and roll around for the rest of your fucking life. So either come to terms with that now and go up and do something, get up, make yourself a coffee. I mean, there's days that I've lived in my life, really, I don't even know if I've told you this, Connor, but there's days where or weeks where I've been in such a rut where I've been so fucked up in the head that I have not been able to get up out of the bed and shower and do anything, eat, for literally like 3, 4, 5 days, where I've just sat there and wanted to waste away, to the point where what I needed to do to get out of that, I remember one day getting off this couch that I was laying on this whole time and writing up on my laptop on Microsoft Word, 9 a.m, wake up, 9:30, eat breakfast, 10 o'clock, brush teeth. Like, I lost anything. I didn't know what I liked to eat. I just didn't understand how to live life anymore. It just went. If you have to start at that point, fucking do it. But you need to just get up and do something. And if that's, for me, I know it's shit to have coffee, but coffee just seems to be the one thing for me that I go, all right, well, I'm up and going now, and it puts me on edge. And I sort of have lived a life where I'm constantly on edge anyway, that if I don't feel on edge or somewhat anxious, then I can't get up and go. So I need to be on edge, and coffee seems to do that trick for me. But yeah, look at those things and find something to anchor yourself to, and better yourself. Spend some time doing that for yourself, and you should be okay. You should be able to get through that shitty moment in the morning a lot quicker than usual. But forget the idea that you're going to wake up one day and it's all going to be better. Sorry, it's fucking not. Figure out the best ways to maximize it, getting rid of that shit feeling quicker. All right, let's go.
That's 3.
Oh, that's it. That's it. All right, thanks for watching this week's episode. We appreciate you joining us. If you want to ask a question or join our Patreon group, all you got to do is donate a couple of bucks a month. Helps us travel about, do the podcast, do this show. We have a great group. Great bunch of cunts in there. We're always talking shit. Good stuff as well. I mean, everyone's helping each other out. So if you want to help us out, the link will be down below. If you want to listen to this on iTunes or Android, you can. We'll put the audio version on. Why wouldn't we?
Yeah, why wouldn't we?
This is the new Conspiracy Extra, but Conspiracy doesn't exist anymore because it's the Josh Wade show. So it's Josh Wade Extra. That's right.
It's a good name.
Yeah, I think it works. So, all right. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe, like, let us know what you think. If you want to help these people out, write something in the comments if you want to add something to that, because I'm sure these people are going to read those comments. But otherwise, I'll see you next week.